Beer. Cold beer. Nice. Not bad. It's not shit. Alright, so I've got my clean sterilized flask, my starter, and I'm using M44, which is what the guy at the homebrew store said to use. So apparently it is quite neutral and good. So yeah, YOLO. Let's see how it goes. So I'm just going to add this in there, add my stir bar, which is over there, and then add the yeast to make a starter, or to feed the starter, I guess. So let's see how we go. So that's what the starter looks like, and it's cool now, so that's all good to go. I am way overusing this sanitizer, but let's keep shit sterile. Let's see how we go. Cool. So about 1.5 litres starter. I think it should be stirring. Yep. That's cool. Oh yeah, she's gone. So this yeast is happy at 18 to 23 degrees. This might be a little bit warm, so I'm just going to wait a little bit and then I'll add it in. But I'll try and record adding it in. Yep. But I'll clean this shit up. This shit, yeah, all my mess. Alright. So, here it is. Well, it's been 24 hours. Alright, that's day 2.5, and I'm gonna start chilling it, see what it looks like. Now this is after about a day in the fridge. Got my magnet. Nice yeast. Alright, well, I've totally forgotten to record, but I'm using this for the first time with my cheek drill. Yeah. So hopefully that works. My little ghetto setup, weighing stuff. I think this is pale grain from some bloke. Still good. Whack it all together, see what happens. Good luck. Alright, so diving in, there's a little snapshot of the grain. Well, I think that looks alright. We'll see. What else have I done? I got the my salts and stuff. So I've been tried to weigh out the salts on my little mini balance. All right, so I just finished milling the pale malt. So I've 3.7 kilos of pale malt. And there's a little bit of toffee and caramel that was already milled that I had. So I'll chuck it in there. Hopefully she'll be all right. And And as well, I have some rice hulls, which I've never used before. This was all gotten like second hand. So I'll throw maybe 2 little handfuls in there and chuck her in the mash. I'll show you the water setup I've got going. Alright, so I've got the Brewzilla. I've salt adjusted. There's like, where is it? Where's my marking? It's on the other side. I think there's like 16 litres of water. It says 73 degrees, but it's about 71. So I'm going to dump this in and then see what happens. I've got my sparge water just over here, which again, salt adjusted, about 15 litres, so that's what it said. And there it is. First time using this setup as a whole, I guess. I'm going to dump this in there, and then I'll refilm and show you what it looks like. Hopefully it's enough water, because it doesn't look like a lot. Good luck. So it's currently quite dry. Oh, there's my liquid. That's alright. It's aggressively stirred. That is surprisingly enough water. Nice and pretty. That's a 73. Yeah, that should be okay. Sick. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I'm going to make it. Okay. Oh. Take a cap. So that's 63, let's say. 62, 63. Yeah, it should be right. Alright. So I've put the circulating arm on, and I've just chucked it at a really slow rate, just because I don't want the bottom to get too dry. But so I'm still new to this, but yeah, what my plan was is that if the water was too low, then I would just add water from the sparge that's pretty warm, and I'd add that into the boil or the mash, so that I would have enough water. But I think the 15-16 litres I had in here was actually enough, surprisingly. So all up, following the Brewfather recipe, again, first time following that, I should have 15 or 16 litres in there, and then another 15-16 litres in there for a 21 litre batch of this pale ale. If it turns out alright, hopefully I don't dump it. But yeah, poking this up, looks good. That colour should develop. Hopefully turn out alright. So I'll check in I don't know, maybe half hour, and check out the temp. See what it says here. It says 68, but I find that the temperature on there isn't always that accurate. So I use my thermo pen thing, which is again from China. So look, don't know how much I trust it, but yeah, YOLO. All right, so about half hour down. It's looking pretty good. Nice. Guess I'll touch base when it's almost done. Alright, so Brewfather said the original pre-boil gravity was 1037. So this is, well, that's cold now. Let's see. Oh, that's not that good. Maybe it'll be alright. Well, god damn. I'm seeing like 1056. Well, god damn. Alright, because the gravity is so much higher than what I was expecting, I'm just gonna cut this early. It's been 45 minutes and I'm gonna get this up to a boil and start sparging. Alright, sparged the grain that's there into here to about 28 litres. You can see that, about 28. It's looking good. Colour-wise looks good. I realised when I tested the gravity before, I'm pretty sure the pre-boil gravity is after you've sparged it, so directly before the boil, so that was wrong. So the actual pre-boil gravity, if I grab some of this, just blowing it from this. So actual pre-boil, oh, it's kind of hard. So like 1030. Shit, 1034, 3-ish. Between 1030 and 1035. It looks like 33 or something. So I think it was going for 1037, so this will just be a little lighter after the boil, but that's okay. Could just let it boil longer. I don't know, I'm not too fussed. But yeah, cool. Alright, update. We're at 82 degrees. Looking good. I've got the nutrient here. I got a whirl flock tablet, and I got some olicana, which I'm just going to try. So it's essentially like a smash. So I'm just going to do 3 editions of this, and I'll do a dry hop of this as well. And yeah, see how we go. Alright, so it says it's at 98 degrees. We are getting very close. Full. Yeah, you can see it's getting there. As long as it doesn't boil over, I'm good. So yeah. Oh, it's happening. Alright, boil has begun. I feel like if I just keep stirring, it won't boil over. If I leave it, not a lot of headspace in there. It'll definitely boil over. That looks good though. For now. Cool. Alright, first hop edition. Let's see. 30 grams. Alright, getting a bit late, but it's 10 to 7 p.m. and we're at about, it's like 27 litres. So it's only boiled off like a litre in about half an hour. And that's just been going at full rate. So yeah, it's quite slow with the Brewzilla, but I might just leave it, do a longer boil, and I'll do a 30 or 20 minute hop addition, and then flame out, cool it down, and then chuck it in my jerry can / hot cube. Alright, it is 10 past 7. Getting dark, but just did the second hop addition of another 30 grams of olicana. And yeah, we're at about 25 litres in the boil, so I reckon another 20 minutes and then I'll do the last addition. I think it was 15 grams, and then see how we go. Alright, just about to do the last addition after I turn off the heat. But I'll probably have about 23, 24 litres at least, I reckon, in that I'll need to transfer to these. This holds like 21 litres-ish, so the rest I'm just going to fang in here, and that's 10 litres that, but I don't know. It'll probably just be maybe, I don't know, this amount over here. But I did test the gravity, and the gravity on that it was like 1038 or something, 1040. So I don't know what's happened, but yeah, gravity was actually pretty spot on for what the recipe dictated. But yeah, that's how we're looking. We're just under the 25-ish mark. Let's not drop that one in. I tried running the pump, but it doesn't seem to be flowing. Starts alright, but then I think it just gets blocked. And kind of hear it struggling, but yeah, that's fully open as well. So I think there's probably some hop debris or something in there, so I don't think that'll be enough pressure to put it through my counterflow chiller. So I'm just gonna maybe leave it 10-15 minutes after the boil, and then I'll just chuck it in there hot, leave it overnight, then ferment it. But yeah, I'll record again when it's boiling. When it's getting bottled. Oh god, when it's going into those. It's been a long day. Alright, change plans since it's getting a little late. I'm going to leave these inside and not put it in there. I'm pretty sure HDPE can only take around 80-85 degrees, and that's going to take forever to cool down. So I'm just going to leave it in there outside with the lid on, which it's still hot, but I've sprayed Star San on the inside, and I'm going to just get some Glad Wrap and just Glad Wrap around the hole over there. That's tight. I can clamp this down, worst comes to worst, make sure it's all airtight, and that'll be sealed and good. And then in the morning I'm going to lift that up there and then probably chuck it either straight in the fermenter or straight in these to cool down more from the bottom tap, since I don't know how sterilized that is since it was a little blocked. But yeah, see how we go, kind of changing things up as we go. Wasn't anticipating to do a brew this arvo, hence why it's a little late. So yeah, it smells good though. But yeah, we'll wait till morning. I'll chuck Glad Wrap on that, and then I'll see how we go. I did chuck a whirl flock in there, by the way, plus the last 20 grams of hops. But hot basket's over there, so it's all out there now. Cool. See you in the morning. Touch wood, it's all right. Alright, it's morning. It's not cold, but it's still a little warm. But I bought this. a while ago, so let's set it up. What is it? Just about 6 o'clock. Set it up, sanitize it, I'll pressure test it, and we'll see how we go. Alright, so I've put it up here. I have cleaned and sanitized and sprayed everything, set it all up. Set the spunding valve to about 10 psi-ish, I think just under. The foam that you see is just the star sand, but yeah, I'm gonna finish filling this up, dump the whole thing in there, and chuck it in for my fermenting fridge. Filled it up. Haven't sealed it yet. But I'm gonna put a magnet inside here. That's all just been sterilized and rinsed. So I've got a magnet in a Ziploc bag, a very strong one. Since it's not food safe, so I've got it in a little zippy. I'm gonna use that to mount it to the outside so I can dry hop it when it's done. But it's still around like, I don't know, 30 degrees? What is it? Yeah, 30 degrees, I think. A little hidden there. But yeah. So I'll film again when it's mounted, I guess. Alright, that actually worked out alright. So I've got that hanging just above it, and that is very strong magnet. Since it is still a little warm, I'm not going to put the yeast in yet. I'm going to move this to the fermenter and I'll chuck the yeast in later today. And it is 7:15. So maybe towards the end of the day, after the fridge has cooled it down. So that'll give me time to clean that. You can see in here, bunch of, that's what was probably blocking up the pump when the pump wasn't working. Cool. Hopefully it doesn't taste like shit. Alright, so this is my setup. This is the fermenting fridge I have. It's at 20, give or take, which is good. I've got my yeast starter here that I've decanted off, mixed it all up, looks good, should be nice and healthy and strong. My sanitizer spray, so opening this, it's going to be a little, I think, tricky. Whoop. To make sure everything's good. So it fits in nice enough. So I'm just going to take off the lid, dump this in there, and then I'll show you what it looks like after. Alright, yeast is pitched. So that's the before. Let's see what happens. Alright, so it's been, well, it's the next day now, so what, maybe 12 to 18 hours. This is what she looks like. And that's pretty much capped out, so I think very healthy yeast. Touch wood. See what happens. Bang on 20 degrees. Alright, update. That's what we're looking like. Still got some activity in there. Nice fat cake on the bottom, but it looks good. Alright, so I forgot to record it, but I put the magnet inside, and I kind of washed the sides with it too. But yeah, activity slowed down a lot. A lot of yeast. Nice. Well, it's dark, but taking that off. I've back pressured it a little bit just to make sure it doesn't cave in. It's starting to clear up. Looking good. Currently 13 degrees. Alright, so I'm ready to chuck it in there. It's all cold, like 3 degrees-ish. Settled. I've taken it out of the fridge just so I can let the fridge defrost. I've got that. A sanitizer spray. Lubed, cleaned. Alright, so it's all sanitized. I've purged this is it jockey cable? If you can see the whole thing. So I'm trying to just finger the end. So I guess the end isn't that sanitary, but it's purged of CO2. So let's do this the right way. Let's put, there's still a little bit of pressure in there. If I put this dip, maybe if I purge a little bit. Cool. Good enough. Alright. Up to the pressure a little bit.